Good afternoon. Great atmosphere out there for practice. A lot of fans came out to see it. Had a lot of recruits at practice today. I thought it was a good practice. Only in shells, so we didn't tackle today, but I thought we got a lot done. We got 2 minutes in, which is really the last situation to put in for us, and now we get to clean some stuff up. Leonte Crew had a scheduled day off today, so he'll be back with us on Monday. Nadir looks like he's got an ankle sprain, so he'll be out for a little bit. I expect to have him for the first game, and I'm really excited to announce an addition to our program. We had Kevin the other day, and we had a young man by the name of Tim Gleason from Australia, who's a punter, and is going to add to our competition at punter, and we're excited to see what he can do. We kind of let him get out there and get his bearings today, but starting on Monday, we're going to turn him loose and see what he's got. Questions?
Would you say that's, since he's not on the depth chart, would those guys be on even footing, those two punters, or?
I don't know if they're on even footing. I haven't seen them really punt live yet. So, right now Tim's at the bottom of the depth chart, and we'll see. We'll make adjustments after we see him do it.
How did something like that develop so late?
It was an area that we felt like we needed more depth in. So I really have to credit Coach Frazier and the recruiting staff for continuing to search and being really diligent about it. And he's a young man who started his career in Wyoming and then junior college, and has a brother who's punting in the SEC. So our guys did a great job of continuing to search and look. And when we got in touch with them, then we had to see if academically it would work, and then see if it would work with him as a person. So we're excited to have him on campus, and excited to see what he can do for the team.
Is there any concern with the depth of tight end right now?
I think whenever you have a couple of guys that are out or limited in practice, there's always a concern. But I feel like we're going to get healthy, and well before our first game, and have everybody back at our disposal. So I think concern is part of your life as a head coach, but I'm confident we'll have these guys back soon.
How big of an opportunity is it for guys now? You mentioned Flanagan yesterday, or like say George Bear. Is there room for him?
Sure, there's room for anybody who can help us win a football game. There's no doubt about that. And we're going to play in personnel groups that'll feature 1, 2, and 3 tight ends at a time. So, the more that prove they can help us on the field, the more we'll use.
How much of the offense is installed, and just give your overall impressions 9 days in of the offense?
I would say that probably 95% of the offense is installed. There'll be some specialty things that will come up. I'm pleased at the operation. I really am. I think the ones are a little bit ahead of where I thought they'd be. I think you're always pressing the twos to do more, and it's harder on them because they got some younger guys in that group. But if I judge it based on where the ones are, I feel pretty good.
You can't play this year, but your early thoughts of Hayden Reddick when you've seen him camp?
I think Hayden's a talented player, and I think he's handling this situation really well. This is a very difficult situation for a player when they want to come in and they want to contribute and they want to help the football team. But really the only way for this year he's going to be able to help the football team is by helping us practice. So as a competitor like he is, that's not the easiest thing for him to handle. I think he's handled it very well. I think he's done a really good job with it.
Do you foresee him being a scout team quarterback at
Oh,
all?
it's one of the things I talked to him about on the way in. I said, hey, you're going to be the highest paid scout team quarterback in the country. I think he's excited about the opportunity to be the guys that we're going to play against. And there's some good ones on our schedule, so we need a good one throwing it in practice.
Dre Boggs, how's he looked the corner, and what did you like that?
Yeah, Dre's an exciting guy. He's still learning. He's only in his first year in the system, but he's a guy that's going to play this year, and he's going to help us win football games. And we're going to continue to force feed him every rep we can, here in training camp, so that he's as ready as he can be game one. But he's a guy, whether or not he goes out with the first team is yet to be determined. I wouldn't rule it out yet, but he's somebody who's going to play for us.
Can you tell, just in talking to him, he said he only played corner up at Avon. Could you tell that he's kind of new to the position still?
You can, because the techniques don't necessarily come naturally, but he's a tremendous natural athlete. So, when I used to say when I coached the offensive line, the better the clay, the better the sculpture. So he's got a lot of really, really exciting physical tools to work with for those guys in the secondary. So even though it may not be natural at first, he picks them up pretty quick.
Can you talk a little bit about your depth at wide receiver, Terzilli, Vance Matthews? Do you have a chance with you guys?
Yeah, we need more of it. Yeah, we need more. And I don't know if we've got enough depth right now to play a game in 4 wides or 3 wides, if that was what the game plan dictated. I don't know if we'd be able to do that. We'd have to put some different pieces out there. But I do think Drew is getting better. He's kind of playing faster as he learns the system here. and he's a proven commodity. I mean, you can see him on film against good football teams playing at a high level. So he's somebody that for sure is going to contribute this year. And I think Vance is somebody that continues to get better in our program. And today I thought he made 2 really nice catches. Then he had a drop in the 2-minute drill, but he's getting better. He's getting better. I think his body of work is getting better. So he's a guy who, if he can continue to raise the level of his game, will give us a chance to add depth to that group.
Does it feel like it's less than 3 weeks?
Yeah, for me it does. It feels like it's going to be tomorrow. That's for us in training camp, and I think everybody thinks training camp feels like it's forever. For us, it feels like it goes by at the snap of a finger. So, we're already past the 1 week mark, and we're into our second Sunday. So we'll have an off day tomorrow, and then we'll scrimmage on Monday. So I think as coaches, we can feel it. The sense of urgency it raises every minute.
The scrimmage, I mean, is that pretty much as game-like as it's going to be this summer?
I think the second one will be more game-like. I think the second one will put the coaches in the box, and I think for the first one we'll have the coaches down on the field, on the sideline. But we'll talk about that later today. But the second one will be a little bit more game-like, although this one will be pretty close.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you.